the way you validate other people's reality is you duplicate that reality and you mimic it. This is where biomimetic and biomimetric mimicry comes from, the energetic and the physical actualization of those things, to such a degree that it now, quote unquote, becomes yours or seems like yours. One of the major ways in which you have had foundations for your reality is from what you chose and think you became or chose to become as a result of situations in your life, usually that occurred with parents, or if you had a sibling that you were really close to. I had somebody call me yesterday because they had this upset about something and it was very intense for them. And I said, okay, how old are you being? So I'm going to ask you if there's any, whatever, you do it for whatever you want. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, how old are you being? Just get that sense. And the reason we do that is because you'll just get a flash of this age, or you'll just get a number or something. So there's this whole universe of things that it could be just by asking one question. It narrows it down from the entire universe into a span of your life that you can now go, oh, okay, we're looking here. Okay. If you look at the fact that a huge amount of your formation of you as a limited, or you as a normal being, you as a real creature here, came from decisions you made, awarenesses you had of your parents, and decisions you made regarding them. And so with what's going on right now is we say, okay, so how old are you being? You could also ask, okay, so what happened at that age? So I was working with this lady yesterday, and she said, oh, let's see, my brother was born with club feet, because the concept I was talking to her about, this overdeveloped sense that she doesn't have value and has to prove she does, kind of. Okay. So I said, what happened? She said, oh, my brother was born and he had club feet. And I went, oh, well, you could see as a young child, especially if in your head you're like, yeah, these two people are here to do everything for me. That's why I came. And then she said, and also, my dad was cheating on my mom, and she found out, and he decided to stay for the family, but he was never, ever present. And I went, oh, okay. And then I went, so I got the situation then, okay? And I'm doing this, so hopefully you can use this like right now, and you can use it for a lot of stuff, okay? And then got the age, which led us there. We got the situation, and then I said, okay, who are you being? And she went, and I said, like, who has a similar energy to this thing you're experiencing right now? And she was like, oh, my mom. And I went, whoa, big time. And so if you can get a sense of this little creature who's so fucking aware, and also is a healer, as most of us are, who also really cares for her mom and her dad. Dad's not there to receive any of it. Dad just sees you as a pain in the ass and an obligation in her case. Mom was going through some pretty intense shit, okay? And so what she did was she became the validation for her mother, okay? Now, some of you did this with your father. Some of you did it with a brother or sister, a close friend or something, or some of you did it with all of the above. So that part you get to unpack, okay? But she became the validation of her mother's reality. So what she was doing was she basically became her mother. Like if you look at the energy of all of these things, like look at all of these things her mother glumped, because it wasn't just, there's the relationship thing, there's the cheating thing, there's the invalidation thing, there's the I don't have value, I can't be seen as a bad mom, like universe of energy, okay? So one other thing that can help a lot is when you feel just stuck as fuck, you want to ask for everything you've glumped together. Because what glumping does is it takes like all of those pieces and puts them into one thing. So anytime any of them gets activated, the whole thing gets activated, okay? It's like anytime you pull on any of the string, you get the whole ball of yarn. So you just go, okay, so everything you have lumped together that creates all of this. Now, this particular everything you've lumped together thing, use it anytime you don't have clarity on anything. So everything you can lump together that allows us to exist, will you destroy it and create it, please? Times a gadzillion, right? Wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds. Okay, so I pod and pocked everything she had lumped together, but also everywhere she had taken on. See, because the way you validate, the way you validate other people's reality is you duplicate that reality and you mimic it. This is where biomimetic and biomimetric mimicry comes from, the energetic and the physical actualization of those things. And so you biomimetically and biomimetrically mimic their reality to such a degree that it now, quote unquote, becomes yours or seems like yours. Now, anything that would have activated that glumped pile of shit that they are functioning from, now, anytime you are in a situation that something comes at you that would have activated them, now you get activated exactly like they would have. And you think it's yours. Well, why would you think it's yours? Let's see, you've been doing it since you were 2 or 1 or 0 or from conception to birth or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. Okay. Or whenever. So everything you've done to galump, wow, I haven't seen this before, but everywhere you were aware of their galumping of reality, and everything you did to galump their reality together with yours, as though it is you. Will you destroy and uncreate it all, please? Times a gadzillion, right? Wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyond.